Alright, I should turn the book right side up. This is my second video of me reading chapter 1 of Searching for Dragons by Patricia Reed. Okay, who are you? The princess asked again. She was examining Mendenbar with an expression of great interest, and she did not look frightened anymore. I just realized I was holding the book like this. What if I read the whole thing like this? That'd be annoying. That's actually, nothing about that's funny. Okay, it's kind of funny to me. I'm just going to read. And how did you come here to this most solitary and forsaken place? Okay. My name is Mendenbar, and I was out for a walk, Mendenbar replied. He sighed again and added, Is there something I might do for you? The princess hesitated. Prince Mendenbar? She asked delicately. No, Mendenbar answered, puzzled. Lord Mendenbar, then? Or, belike, Sir Mendenbar? I'm afraid not. He was beginning to catch on, and he hoped fervently that she wouldn't think of asking whether he was a king. It was a good thing he wasn't wearing his crown. Ambitious princesses were even worse than the usual variety, and he didn't want to deal with either one right now. The princess's dainty eyebrows drew together for a moment while she considered his answer. Finally, her expression cleared. Then you must be a virtuous woodcutter's son, whose deeds of valor and goodwill shall earn you lands and title in some glorious future, she said positively. Who is this? A woodcutter in the enchanted forest, Mendenbar said appalled. Didn't the girl have any sense? No, thank you. But how came you here to find me, if you are neither prince nor knight nor deserving youth? The princess asked in wide-eyed confusion. What? Oh, sometimes these things happen, Mendenbar said vaguely. Were you expecting someone in particular? Not exactly, said the princess. She studied him, frowning as if she were trying to decide whether it would be all right to ask him for help, even if he wasn't a prince or lord or a virtuous woodcutter. How did you get here, by the way? Mendenbar asked quickly. He hated to refuse princesses point blank because they cried and pouted and carried on. You don't really like princesses, and it's a little grating. But they always asked him to do such silly things. Bring them a white rose from the Garden of the Moon, for instance, or kill a giant or a dragon in single combat. It would be better for both of them if he could distract this princess so that she never asked. Well, maybe they would do more if your society let princesses be who they want to be. What's your fault? It's all Mendenbar's fault. It's not. Okay. Alas, it is a tale of great woe, the princess said. Out of jealousy, my stepmother cast me from my father's castle while he was away at war. Since then I've wandered many days, lost and alone and friendless, until I knew not where I was. She sounded as if she had rehearsed her entire speech, and what little sympathy Mendenbar had for her vanished. She and her stepmother had probably talked the whole thing out, he decided, and come to the conclusion that the quickest and surest way for her to make a suitable marriage was to go adventuring. He was amazed that she'd actually gotten into the enchanted forest. Usually the woods kept out the obviously selfish. At last I find myself in a great waste, the princess continued complacently. Then I came near giving myself up for lost, for it was dry and terrible, but I saw this wood upon the farther side. And so I gathered my last strength to cross. Fortune was with me, and I achieved my goal. Fatigued with my efforts, I sat down beneath this tree to rest. And, wait a minute, Mendenbar said, frowning. You crossed some sort of wasteland and arrived here? That can't be right. There aren't any wastelands bordering the enchanted forest. You insult me, the princess said with dignity. How should I lie to such a one as you? But go and see for yourself if you yet doubt my words. She waved one hand gracefully at the woods behind her. Thank you. I will, said Mendenbar. Still frowning, he walked rapidly past the princess in the direction she had indicated. The princess's mouth fell open in surprise as he went by. Before she could collect herself to demand that he return and explain, Mendenbar was out of sight behind a tree. What the hell is going on? Where's Cimmerine? Is she even in this book? I imagine she must be. Okay, I can't wait. I get to read the next chapter right now. It's so exciting. I'm gonna do that.